Hello everyone, today we're going to go over homework 12-10. This is the second day of word problems. For this, we're not going to really focus in on the sketching of the graph. I didn't go through how to go ahead and sketch a graph while it's in radian. So you do not have to go ahead and do the sketch. All right, so we have a Ferris wheel that has a radius. Remember when you guys are dealing with a circle, the radius is the distance between one point and the center, okay? So that would be 12. If that right there is 12, we know that the diameter, the radius is 12, the diameter is 24. And it takes one complete revolution every 12 minutes. The bottom of the Ferris wheel is 2 meters above the ground. If a person gets on the ride, so I have this picture right here. Here's the Ferris wheel. The Ferris wheel is 2 meters above the ground, okay? So when you guys walk on, it's on like a platform. You walk on, you'd be walking, and you'd be 2 feet off the ground, okay? So we know right here, that's 12. And this right here is 12 more. So we know that the min height right here is 2. Okay, the max, well, we have 2 plus 12 plus 12. That's going to give us 26. To go ahead and find the midline, okay, that's the average between the max and the min. So you guys are going to go ahead and have the 2 plus the 26, and you're going to divide that by 2, and that's going to give you 14. If you were to graph this right here, I want you guys to realize that this right here is shifted 14 units up, okay? We have the amplitude of 12. The period is 12 every 12 minutes. So we have every 12 minutes. And my frequency is 360 divided by my period, which is divided by that 12. Okay? You're going to put everything together. We have y equals negative, because you guys can see that this is going to be cosine, and it's negative 12, because that's our amplitude cosine. Frequency x plus that midline. Okay, find the height of each person after 6 minutes. So for 6 minutes, you guys can go and take a look here and move over, and you're going to have that at 26. 9 minutes, you guys can go ahead, move that over. That's going to be at 14. For 13 minutes, you guys can go ahead and substitute that in for your x value. You could have done the same thing here if you didn't look at this graph, and just substitute 9 in for your x, and you're going to get 3.6 feet. Okay, moving on to this question. Again, we're not going to go ahead and focus in on the sketch. We have a tide, and a fluctuating tide of plus or minus 4 meters. So we know that it's the height, the max is 4, and the min right there is also 4. At midnight, the time 0, the tide is midway. So we know at a midway, it's going to be at 0. And then 3 hours later, it's going to be a low tide. Okay, so we start at 0. 3 hours later, it's going to go midway, back to 0, then back to the max, of so forth and so on. Okay, the amplitude is going to be 4. The period is going to be 12 right here. And the frequency is going to be 2 pi divided by 12. Okay, because the tide completes one full cycle every 12 hours. So the possible sine equation is y equals negative, because it's going to be going down first, 4 sine frequency x, and the midline is going to be 0. The midline, remember, is the average between the highest and the lowest. So you have negative 4 plus 4 divided by 2. So negative 4 plus 4 is 0, divided by 2 is 0. Okay, you need to look at this graph right here to answer A and B. If someone wants to go surfing at high tide, what time? Well, right here and right here is the high tide, so that would be at 9. Now remember, make sure you don't do 15, 16. This is 3 a.m., 6 a.m., 9, 12, and then this goes to 3 p.m., so forth and so on. So it would be at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. And this right here, when the tide is low, you would be at 3 a.m. and 3 p.m. Okay, if you have any questions, please let me know. Have a wonderful day.